interesting thing in the telecom industry was when Marten Pieters, CEO of Vodafone India, stepped down, giving way to Sunil Sood, Chief Operating Officer of Vodafone India, to become the new CEO, which will happen from April of 2015. But the most interesting thing was Marten Pieters' entry into Vodafone India. In 2009, when Marten took up this position of Vodafone India as the Chief Executive Officer, he was having dinner with his wife at the Taj. And that was the day when the Bombay blasts happened. He was not afraid, he didn't run away, he was here to stay long. Since then, what has happened in Vodafone India is something which is path-breaking, both for Marten Pieters and for Vodafone itself. The company, just 2 years after Marten took over, the company turned profitable. Its revenue since 2009 has grown from 10,150 crores to 37,130 crores. Over these years, a lot of interesting things happened in the telecom industry. There was a price war which was started by Tata Docomo. The cancellation of licenses happened. There were new entrants. They went out of the market. Vodafone stayed. And shoulder to shoulder, it became stronger with every passing year under Marten Pieters. Under Marten Pieters, Vodafone acquired its new spectrum of 3G and 4G in early this year and paid a huge amount to start its 4G offerings. Pieters was known for shooting off his shoulders. He criticized the government, the ministry, the regulators for not giving enough spectrum to telecom operators, and often would take things on his stride. Under Marten Pieters, Vodafone also went through this huge political and regulatory uncertainties. There was a change of government, a lot of things happened, but Vodafone kept on growing. That is Marten Pieters as a Chief Executive Officer. And not to forget, Vodafone India was known as an urban telecom operator, but Pieters helped the transition of becoming an equal or perhaps a better split between urban and rural. Vodafone now has a huge customer base coming from the villages, and there were a multiple number of services, offerings, and schemes which helped Vodafone grow its rural base.